Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing another general covering a week's worth of energy. So take what resonates and leave the rest. The guidance may be helpful at the end, even if it resonates even a little bit or it's familiar to you, but it's not your exact situation. We do focus more on the guidance at the end of these. But stay tuned. I notice everyone usually gets a turn when they most need it, at least within a couple weeks period. So if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a message. Welcome back to all the OGs. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your comments. Be sure to check out the community board. Whatever I can't be done, with a video or something here, I usually dump over there, and there's lots of little things I always post every single day. If I see it and think, and feel that the collective could use it, I'll post it there, okay? I also will be announcing giveaways over there once we meet that milestone. So let's see who this may be for. Cross watchers are welcome. Spirit, what guidance do you have for the general collective at this time, for whom it'll resonate for, whenever the time is divine? Sun, moon, rising, please and thank you. All right. We have Virgo, Taurus, Aries, and Cancer. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising. Jot that down. All right. And I also have this Ghost Hunting Tools app. It's actually quite funny because when I first got it, I was just messing around with it. I didn't think it was legit, right? And for a couple of weeks, I started noticing that Spirit responds to me through this thing. We kind of joke around most of the time. Yeah, it's creating waves. So it's a little bit of everything. So I thought I'd include it today because I keep forgetting to use it anyway. And then after about 3 weeks of having the app, of course I just had the one that had the ads and stuff, so I really didn't do anything. I had received confirmation from another reader that they were using it, and for the same exact reason. I was like, oh, maybe I should be doing that, right? So I ended up getting the actual app so that I can remove all the ads and stuff and have a much larger vocabulary. You can also add words to it. So try it out, see if it works for you, and see if Spirit communicates to you through that as well. I notice it's mostly my guide, so we'll see. See what happens. All right, let's make waves. I agree. Let's get going. Let's get moving. I get it. Huh. All right. Spirit. For Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the overall energy through Santa Muerte, please? Figure out the case. Figure out what's going on. Is there a case? Somebody making a case out of a situation? What's going on? What is happening? What needs to be investigated? There we go. Ooh. Number 12, I believe that is Tez Kadliboka. Hey, Tez. Tez in the house. All right. I just like saying Tez. That's a cool nickname for him. Ancient god of the night, of war, of education, and temptation. So that could be clues as to stuff, as to what's going on around you. He is portrayed holding a mirror with which he kills his enemies, forcing them to face their contradictions and discordance. Maybe they are an investigator working on a case, right? This could be a literal case. All right. For this reason, he is governed by the archetype of chaos, but he is also capable of sacrificing himself. In fact, he lost a leg. Maybe that's an indicator. Did somebody lose a leg? All right, after using it as bait to attract the monster Kipakli, whose body was used to form the earth and human beings. All right. Assess in a period of pause and meditation what needs to be sacrificed to leave the chaos you find yourself in. You will thus be able to obtain great advantages from this new perspective. Interesting. I think we're going to dive right in and figure out what this chaos is. All right. Let's get some overall energy of what's happening, Spirit, through the moonology. Maybe an identifier and timing. Muse. Getting the sense, maybe this involves a person that's inspirational. That could be you. Almost secret admirer vibes. If not balanced, that could become very stalkerish, right? One, please. What's going on? All right. Just reminding you to stay balanced, meditate, and contemplate, but you could also be dealing with a Pisces. New moon in Pisces could be sun, moon, or rising Pisces. Could be something happening around the new moon in Pisces, which is coming up in Pisces season. That would be at the tail end of February through March, I think. So pay attention. Something's coming down the pipeline. I would say sometime after Valentine's Day. Something about mirrors too. Maybe it's like mirrored energy. Projection energy, okay? Undergo. All right, that's more than plenty. Thank you, Spirit. We have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. That could be this energy too. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. I can move this down a little bit. Ooh, turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Okay. Let's get, not yet for those. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Islamic. Is that a cultural reference, maybe? Religious? We'll see what pops up. I'll keep that in mind. Let's get two from our signs and sync. Spirit, tell us more about this. Maybe even some signs for synchronicity purposes. Okay. New beginnings, release what no longer serves. Tez also talks about that. Completion time, finish something to unlock the next step. So maybe this is a chance to finish something. Maybe there had been a delay, right? And maybe it'll bring in whatever this ring is, okay? Maybe they had been in that energy and it's caused a pause, right? Or nines could be very specific, significant at this time, okay? You also have sevens, but on the shadow side. So pay attention to greed, poverty mindset, feeling alone, feeling broke. That could be an identifier of just inner childhood wounding. It's also a sign to go within and redirect to the light side, okay? So if it's triggering to you, and that's one of your triggers, all right, do that. That may be what you need to release. If that's your energy, okay? This could also just, again, that mirroring projecting energy as well. Maybe somebody's trying to trigger you, okay? You get to that meditation, you know, that meditate and concentrate energy, that balancing it. Yes, restored, I agree. Restore it. Because they're behaving stupidly. Free please, please, sorry, Asian Oracle, please. I also just had a mini burp. So that could mean maybe someone's solar plexus is blocked. All right. You have solar eclipse, shocking event, fast changes, new chapter, leaving what is familiar, awakening, feeling lost, and reinvention. Stick that there. Come on, get in there. You have new moon, a new start, first phases, look ahead, pay attention to new people, opportunities, and experiences that the universe puts in your path. We'll check in on that. Perhaps Islamic of some identifier, maybe. You also have fire element, passion, sudden event. So it's definitely a sudden event happening. It's a redirect. It feels like a redirect from whatever this stupidly is. Okay. Dramatic, instant attraction, assertiveness, fast, clearing, courage, spontaneity, and desire. Could also be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's see what else we got, Spirit. You'll know where to place this energy when you see it. I get the feeling of that. There's no need to worry about it. Stay balanced, okay? There may be a tower around you falling. Don't get stuck in the rubble, right? It's someone else's tsunami, not yours. I'm getting that feeling. All right, 2 more. We got 3 more. I'm taking them. We have 3rd house messages. 27 breaks down to a 9. 48 breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3 again. Yod, destiny. So this is a destined change. You'll know about it. You'll receive messages. You have Grand Trine, number 46, 10 endings leading to new beginnings. Okay, with blessings. That's good. And Earth element, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, stability, 38 breaks down to an 11. That's a manifestation number. Sign of leveling up. All right. So the blessing could be very stable. I'm loving that. It could also be very tangible as well. Getting the feeling it's more business than romantic here. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Let's see what else we can pull from this. I want to know about this shocking event. Let's do that. Let's pull from Bluebird more to figure out what the shocking event is. Okay. You have a King of Wands. There's your Aries, Leo, Sag. Mature energy, clouds. You need firm decisions to avoid things being misty and obscure. Life cloaked in darkness is hard to endure. So maybe this is somebody that has been absolutely indecisive, right? That's an energy you'll recognize. Okay? And now they've decided to invest in actually communicating. You do have birds, bring messages full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. What's it distant to? Interesting. Maybe this is the unclarity here, right? The lack of clarity. Thank you. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief for the birds disappear. Okay. I'm getting a sense it's nothing you need to worry about. It's them freaking out. Why are they freaking out? Page of Pentacles. Oh, maybe they feel unstable. Okay. Maybe there's a sense of instability. Maybe they've had too many strangers around them. That's what the sky talks about. Maybe it's just ending things with people that haven't been too good. Like, you know, involving too many acquaintances that aren't very trustworthy. All right. Now take it how it resonates. This could be an identifier of somebody in your energy. Or maybe something you just dealt with, right? Page of Pentacles is also Aries, Taurus, Gemini energy. Okay. All right, Spirit. So let's get a few more identifiers. I want to know about these blessings. What's destined here? What does the pot at the end of the rainbow actually contain? Is it gold or is it something else? Well, it did come up in the reverse. I'm going to keep that in mind. Freedom. I am really not liking how this is looking. All right. Getting into self. All right, hold on. Let's catch up on this. Restored sometimes. Okay. and galactic. Maybe expanding consciousness, expanding, just thinking freedom to tap in, freedom to know who you are, where you come from, past life type stuff. Thinking infinitely, believing infinitely, knowing infinitely. Clarify imprisonment. Could just be freeing self from, like, mental conflict too. Yeah, maybe there had been that mindset, that poverty mindset. Yeah, okay. And it's freedom from that to something more expansive. All right, let's get you some guidance as to how you should move forward with this. All right. So that is really what's on the light side, right? Is being free from anything that traps you, right? Making those decisions, being decisive. And if someone around you is behaving stupidly, maybe you should make the decision for them and get yourself out of it, right? And maybe a new person will show you the way. And maybe they've also come from a similar circumstance as you. That's the mirroring I'm seeing. Okay. Let's get one from Gods to Titans. I will read both reverse and upright meanings. All right. This could also be an indication of who or what. Dionysus, ecstasy. Dionysus also talks about just being, doing things that make you feel good, right? So if this doesn't make you feel good, this energy, then don't do it, right? Like, you move forward through it. And maybe it's something they might need assistance with as well, right? And maybe you could be in a position to lead by example. Let go, feel the freedom of pleasure at its most divine, reject the mundane. Could be, all right? Increasingly, we are seeing either a binge culture or total abstinence from pleasures in our culture. We are either all work and all play. More and more, those of us with responsibilities experience no play. Connecting with Dionysus' gift of pure release is something that is profoundly relieving. So just go have fun. This may be achieved through dancing, singing, play acting, drinking enough to feel free, or through the culmination of the sexual act. In fact, anything that takes us away from ourselves and into ecstasy just for a time. Poke. All right, wise guy. All right. On the shadow side, overindulging in activities that give us this high is not part of Dionysus' plan. Hangovers, for example, are frowned upon. I frown upon hangovers too. They don't feel good. The binge drinking culture that has developed where people go out and drink simply to get drunk every week is not something that is healthy for everyone. So perhaps the energy could be recognizable that way as well. Maybe they're a partier, right? Like, maybe they're all up they always go to the club, right? Like, and they're just constantly drunk and getting into trouble. Okay. There's always a fine line between madness, frenzy, and true ecstasy with Dionysus' energy, and this should be respected. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, wait, here we go. Possibly one of the most misunderstood deities, many believe a follower of Dionysus means nonstop partying, the imbibing of copious amounts of alcohol and other mind-altering substances or orgiastic activities. It goes far deeper than that. Like Eros, he was given the title of liberator. Women and minorities of the time were restrained in society. Now I kind of see where Islamic comes into play. Maybe there had been some sort of conventional culture that is someone's freeing themselves from now, right? Maybe they had existed in Sharia law or something, right? Dang. All right. I knew it would pop in at some point. List. I'm not going to list them all, Spirit. People can feel that out themselves, right? They get the gist. The idea of no rules and total freedom appealed directly to them. This made Dionysus incredibly in demand, and his cults grew in popularity and power. The Maenads, women who served Dionysus, held the most secretive of rituals. His Roman equivalent is Bacchus, was the inspiration for the famous Bacchanalia festival, where slaves would become masters, women dressing as men and men as women, and laws could be broken without punishment. Suffix. Suffix. All right. Thinking last name, right? Maybe this is something, maybe this is sort of a generational curse that's being broken. Ooh, that's good. That just popped up. I love it when that happens. All right, Spirit. Let's get from Nick's Wisdom of the House. Tell us more. Anything else? Just gonna scooch. Scoochity scooch. 2, please. Because the suffix is like junior, senior, etc. Right. That's what I was thinking. Not surname. Gong. One more. One just fell on the floor, by the way. I'll get it in a sec here. Is that it? Nothing else? Okay, thank you. All right. Beware of deceit. So there may be some form of betrayal around the energy. It could be coming from the one you're mirroring or the one that's mirroring you. The one that fell on the floor is beauty. So it might be fleeting beauty, right? Number 40. You also have 11 here as well. Okay. Well, 38. The beauty is there. Maybe it's just so far away that a person can't see it, right? This could also be self-betrayal. I'm seeing that as well. Maybe denying like self-love as well, okay? Or not thinking you're worthy of it. Interesting. And you gotta flip the script on that. Because you are worthy, right? You or them. Let's get 3 from New Orleans. 2 or 3. Everything is falling to the floor. Okay, so this may be a mess, guys. Just be mindful of that. Pace yourself through it. The 2 that fell. Number 5, elusive priestess. So maybe a little fuzzy in the intuition department, okay? So cleanse yourself well. That's why body balance is here, okay? All right, let's get 1 or 2 from our Ascended Masters, Keepers of the Light. Any other guidance at this time? Fuel, coal, fuel. Coal fuels fire. So maybe it's passions too. Finding inspiration in things that would fuel your interest and your motivation in the situation. Removing that stagnancy, right? Is that what you're referring to, Spirit? And that's what I'm feeling. Are we building an oven? Is that what you suggest, cement and coal? That could mean something for somebody. Cementing an idea, right? Clever. All right, let's get 2, please. Thank you. You have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. And Melchizedek. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. And in this situation, you'll see what that will be as you go along, okay? So if you need to stop and kind of like learn some stuff, right? Something about a boy. Or oh boy. A boy may be significant in the situation. Alright, let's get some guidance from the Foxfire Kitsune Spirit. Last bits of advice. Let me actually grab the book here. We'll read from that. and the Lemuria Oracle as well. Shocking event. You'll learn about it. There's going to be messages coming through. And it may shake up a little bit of that, self-worth and kind of do that triggering thing. But really, it's nothing. It's really this, right? And that indecisiveness, it's really a projective energy. One more. Tell us more. Guidance for the collective at this time. Could also just be a learning experience, right? We have card number 10, Grace. This will be a time of balance and grace, of movement that is flowing and smooth, purposeful and free. All that must be done, and there is much that must be done, is attended to with ease and beauty. So this would be like friction kind of energy, right? And it's more freedom. Friction, freeing. And you may find that others look to you to see how one can move through so much without losing their sense of dignity. So, leading by example, right? Others about you at this time are only seeing the surface of what is taking place. Triumph. I guess that's an affirmative, right? Whereas you are able to go deep within and understand the meaning behind gestures and words, actions, and energy. It can also very well just indicate you will be victorious, right? You are able to pierce the emotional camouflage so many people wear when they encounter others. And without prying, you see the truth that lies beneath. Getting into that elusive priestess energy, right? This makes you perceptive, but do keep your counsel, as many people need their protections and will not take kindly to feeling exposed. Instead, offer the example of movement through challenge without losing the best of who you are. Let people have their secrets. Of course, there's your deceit, right? And know that your perception of them is accurate, fair, and will help you fly above the troubles so many around you will immerse themselves in. Choose who you will offer your services to, who will be the beneficiary of your friendship and kindness. For your work has great value and must not be squandered with those who lack appreciation and understanding of beauty. Spirit, you're a little on the nose with some of these cards. It all ties together, right? Love it. Choose to protect yourself through asking for your worth in all circumstances, without pride or vanity, but with a sense of honoring the knowledge you have and the skills you've acquired to ensure the longevity of your practice, whatever form it may take. You're a true and devoted person, and the Kitsune will help you to see your own value clearly and to ensure that all you do is honored and respected. Talk about triumph. Love it. All right. Last piece of advice from Beyond Lemuria, Spirit. Okay, I think we're definitely going to include this app because Spirit's funny. Alright. One more. Last piece of advice for the collective, Spirit. I'm also trying to think of what to title this one. This got a lot going on. Alright. You have number 10. I count the 10s. Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. And that's perhaps the higher learning. How clever. And the transcendence. Alright. Alright, the color is Kaleidoscope Rainbow. It's also white, too. So it depends on where you go for that, okay? Every spiritual practice, culture has different things for the chakras, depending on what their association is. I always think of the rainbow because it's the easiest to visualize, right? Healing position, 15 centimeters above the head. For anywhere just above the head is fine. Theme is karma, or what can be implemented or cleared for your optimal progress towards ascension. Transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling. karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms in ascension. So perhaps this person's coming to you mirrored energy, and it's also an opportunity to practice some new skill or ability you have gained, right? But just as Grace has talked about, you got to be able to tell whether or not this is somebody you want to help, right? Like, you got to kind of evaluate their situation. If they're just coming in because they're indecisive and not knowing what else to do, then maybe some more practical advice will do. They don't need you to tap in for them, right? This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the piece where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we've been seeking and glimpse a greater dream. Remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. Consider that paradigms outside this physical reality may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration. So them coming in on a low vibration means they're just not going to be able to do it anyway, right? Like, they need some basics, right? And you might be able to provide that. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously, right now, across multiple dimensions. Yes. So there's more. There's always going to be more. And those that come in with this mentality, right, will typically be limited in what they can perceive. So they're going to stay in a lower range of frequency. That's just the way it is. But once they start tapping in themselves, right, this priestess is in there, right? MS. Oh, there could also be medical issues as well. Could be a miss, could be multiple sclerosis. Okay. MS could be significant. M's. Maybe there's a lot of M's in their name. Okay. M&M's. All right. But until they can raise their vibration, you're not going to be able to assist them, right? They're still a beginner. This is student energy right here. Okay? They may be passionate and ready to go, but they don't know what to do. Start with the basics, okay? Start with the basics, and then go from there, all right? There you go, guys. Anything else left to say, Spirit? Got any other words? Any? Last call. It seems like it. I'm seeing the bars go up, so. No? All right. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Okay. Bye.